Keeping it light.
Back.
You know, your favorite two gentlemen with fitted hats on.
Mm-hmm.
One with glasses, one with braids, one with curly hair. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like, me definitely not looking like the nigga you put in the group chat. You definitely not looking like the nigga that I put in the group chat. Those doppelgangers.
That's a fact. Our little emoji joints, yeah.
Right.
Yeah, Apple don't got the right.
The group chat has been absolutely crazy.
Yeah, a lot of stickers being made.
All jokes. Everything's fun.
Yeah.
But let's not belabor the point. We are here for seen and not heard.
Mm-hmm.
You know, shout out to the logo. And what you see is what you get. But what did you see? I seen that it was Pac's birthday.
Definitely Pac's birthday coming up June 16th.
And in honor of Pac's birthday, we dove into one of his many good acting performances. And we went for Above the Rim.
I think it was his last performance, I think.
Was it? I'm not quite sure.
Last filmed, but I think a movie he did with, I think, Jim Belushi, I think that was already filmed and got released after this.
Okay.
Got released the following year or something like that.
Gotcha.
Well, yeah, because they had a stand-in for him after the New York shit. I think when he got shot in New York.
Gotcha.
Stand-in towards the end, a little behind the scenes thing, but that's really heard. Yep. So continue on, yeah.
So we're here. Shout out to Pac, happy birthday, and we're going to while we're here, before we get into that, Pac hails from Baltimore. One time for B More.
Yeah,
when we're shouting out the label that pays. One time for Royal Soul.
That's a fact. The label that pays.
You know what I'm
saying?
Let's go. One time for Royal Soul. You know, that's where we're at. If your pot ain't looking like this, then you got a number that you need to call, and I'll connect you guys with the good guys.
That's a fact.
But now we'll bring it back to my man Pac.
Above the Rim. Yeah, yo, Pac. Let's see. We got Above the Rim. Came out in '94. Let's see. Director Jeff Pollock, who was, I guess, one of the head writers, directors on Fresh Prince.
Is that right? Okay.
Bel Air. Yeah. That sprung up literally right before we started recording. So that was interesting. Because this is the only movie that he's done. He's done shows and I saw a bunch of music videos on his jacket. But
it's crazy how a lot of guys that did some classic stuff didn't do a lot.
Yeah.
Especially just when we found out with Love Jones, that was his only movie.
Yeah.
Very
it's a lot of just from a cultural standpoint, a lot of our favorite cultural or impactful movies, a lot of those one-offs, maybe did 5 in their career.
Yeah.
Might have did multiple of our favorites, you know what I'm saying? And just, I'm out. So, yeah, because this is definitely one of those movies I think speaks to, a time in black filmmaking.
For sure.
Even though it's written and directed by a white dude, but don't matter.
Yeah, and it's funny because
I think they got some things right.
This is the type of movie that's not really, although it's used and casted with people that look like us, it's not really about us.
Nah. It's a story really that you can kind of copy and paste.
That's a fact. Yeah. It's a very multi-purpose script. If you look at it this movie's not really about basketball. This movie's not.
The basketball is fucking terrible, We're going to get to that.
It's not really about basketball. It's not really about black people. But that is the forefront of what would get people into the box office.
Which, it's funny you bring that up, did pretty well, $6 million budget back then, 92, 93. Made almost 3 times. About 2.5 times.
It's a good flip.
For the box office, straight,
Sure.
Definitely lived on VHS and maybe DVD heavy in my circles,
Anything that succeeds in this era deserves a lot of praise. Because, now it's the bootleg era. Bootleg VHS era.
I remember my uncle having boxes on boxes of bootlegs, Some of these tapes, the 6-hour tapes, put 3 movies on there. What
Like
are we
these-
talking
like-
about? The original mixtapes.
These companies are never getting their money for how much stuff went platinum in the hood.
That's a fact.
You know what I mean? Like they just said that Freeway What We Do just went gold.
That's crazy.
Exactly. That's how
Wow.
that's how much bootlegging affects numbers.
Wow.
Yeah, but
That kinda
let's
hurts
get
my
back
soul,
on,
yo.
Let's get back on tap.
Did I make that gold, yo? Because me and
Yo,
the
I'm
homies, bro.
telling you.
Wow, yo.
Mhm.
I'm sick. I'm sick hearing that. That's foul. Hey, whatever. It's cruel. It's a
Game
cool
is the
game,
game.
yo. The game is the game. So yeah, Jeff Pollock, written, directed, the cast, all-star cast.
Dwayne Martin,
Dwayne Martin.
Marlon Wayans,
Yup. Leon.
Leon.
That I didn't know is just Leon.
Yeah, Leon.
I had no idea.
Shout out to Leon. I mean, no disrespect, and I never want to sound like a hater, but definitely too smooth for his own good.
Yeah.
Like I don't think he even knows how to not be smooth.
Dog, he's smooth in every he's even smooth in Oz for the
Yeah.
limited time that he's in
Like,
Oz.
you know what I mean?
Yo.
Like, he's just like I mean, but the audacity it would take to make yourself a single named individual with a very regular name.
Yeah.
Like it's like you know what I mean? Like okay, even Tupac
Like, that's
technically
Leon.
had a
Leon
last
what?
name.
It's just Leon.
You know, like come on, man.
Yeah.
Leon is a very Leon is a very common name.
Mm-hmm.
So you know what I mean? Like just be like, no, I'm the Leon.
Like,
And
yo,
that's
and,
it.
and not for nothing though, like if I think of a black dude named Leon, he probably gonna look like that. I would probably say like
I mean,
probably a smooth brother named Leon, yo.
lot of women like that guy.
Yeah, we could tell by
Yeah.
this movie.
Yo, shout out to Waitress.
Did we mention Bernie Mac?
Oh, I'm sorry, yo.
Yeah, did we mention
Mac,
Bernie
my
Mac?
man Flip,
Yeah,
of
rest in
course.
peace, Bernie Mac.
Bernie Mac.
Wood Harris.
Wood Harris,
Um,
the brother of Steve.
yes, the that's hilarious.
Yo, I never knew that was his brother all this time.
That's hilarious. Oh, nah.
You know who that is, right? Steve Harris.
Wait. I
On
feel
BMF?
like something.
On,
Yeah, I
those
saw
Tyler
something on
Perry
social media.
movies.
No, bro.
Yeah, like the dude that was in drowning.
Yeah.
in the Tyler Perry.
That's
movie.
his brother.
That's Wood Harris's
That's
brother.
crazy.
That's Steve Harris. Yeah, they're brothers.
Wow, yo.
Yeah, man. Small
Interesting.
world.
Small.
Shout out to their moms though.
Niggas
She
don't
turned
even-
out a couple.
Actually, they
actors.
do kind of look alike a little bit. Their
Don't do that
faces
to
kind of
Wood
like
Harris.
scrunched up a little bit,
Don't
like
do
the
that to Wood
nose and eye
Harris.
area.
He's
Nah,
like the ladies like him. Don't put him and Steve in the same
and they
category.
hate Steve, yo, because he always gets roped up in a couple typecasted roles, and they like, yeah, this dude hates women, yo.
Yeah, they do Steve.
Yeah,
Yeah.
damn.
But you know,
Shout out to you, yo. That's what's up. I did not know that,
man.
yo. I did not know
it was
that.
black.
But the lady that does play the actor's name that does play the waitress, which her name is just Waitress. Sad,
Yeah.
but Iris Little Thomas, she looks familiar, yo. I've definitely seen her in some.
Yeah,
shit,
I've seen
yo.
some different photos. I think she might have played. I'm not even gonna misquote it, but I definitely seen her in some other movies.
Yeah,
Pretty lady.
yeah,
I mean, Kyle's mom was pretty.
yeah. Which funny, she was only like 3 years older than Dwayne Martin, yo.
Yeah. I
Playing
mean,
his
casting
mama.
is kind of crazy because like there were times in the movie when I was like, yo, how much older are these people than Dwayne Martin?
Not much.
You know what I mean? Like while he was like supposed to be a high school student,
Yeah,
I'm like looking at
Bernie Mac was probably
Bernie
the
Mac and I'm
oldest
like,
one.
was there
Yeah.
a decade split in y'all too? I mean, don't get me wrong, like we got like a lot of we could throw a lot of oil and grease on you and make you look very like destitute and like put you out here in the world like this. But I'm like,
Yeah, Bernie was probably what 30.
and Dwayne Martin's easily like mid-20s.
Yeah, mid-20s at that
You know
time.
what I mean? Like catch a dude in his mid-20s.
We know Pac was young,
before the beard,
mid-20s.
like,
Yeah,
sober.
that's funny as hell. But yeah, no, definitely good cast and crew. Watching it, I hadn't seen it in a while. Loved opening, not so much the opening scene, but opening the movie up with Pain by Pac. Because
I
this is
mean, but
another
even
thing,
before
the
that-
soundtrack.
Even before that, the nutso scene is important.
I mean,
that-
it is important, but I just have.
that's the
thoughts.
trauma. What are your thoughts? Go ahead.
All right, so I have in my notes, bro.
I'm gonna get
Literally.
Mad. I'm gonna get mad.
First note: there isn't anywhere else to play ball in New York.
Now,
And there's a major continuity issue.
no, there isn't.
There's not?
No, there isn't. And I know I have heard you say that, and I've seen it on Blackbusters, who actually reviewed this film. Shout out to them. They have a great podcast on YouTube. One of the few film review podcasts that I think is so digestible that you don't even have to be a movie nerd to enjoy it.
Word.
I love y'all show.
They smoked that. Yeah.
But the continuity error that you think is, go ahead.
When he jumps and there's a wall behind the basket. So what is it?
Now, buildings, especially in the city, are very close together. An alleyway is only large enough for a person to like you'll see like a dumpster deep in like an alleyway.
Yeah, for sure.
But buildings are no further than like say
you could theoretically jump to another building.
Exactly. So with that being said, he jumps. The window you're looking at is not a closed wall. That's the next building over. But you're just looking at it from this angle. That's that's the outside of a building.
I tried because I'm like big boy. I know I just see what I think I just saw. I ran it back and I'm like,
buildings.
The way it cuts, and I think that's what they were trying to do.
It's two different
buildings, but I'm just like.
But then everybody's like, oh, why would you play basketball on a roof? I'm like, first off, it's not regulated. Nothing is like.
Why is there a hoop like right there? Like we couldn't
flip the hoop. I'm going to tell you why. Because it wasn't regulated. Like you got to think about it. When you used to see people put like, all right, I don't know, you're kind of younger than me. So, and this is going to be a real difficult thing to say because like your youth, you may have like only seen people have basketball hoops.
Go ahead, no.
Did you see anybody have like just like a slab of wood?
Yeah, with a milk crate. Yeah,
or like instead of a milk crate, like a bike rim for the.
Not a bike rim, but I've done the milk crate on my block.
Those types of things is what that was supposed to be. It's not like everybody's like acting like it's like some like the park was up there, and like it makes no sense.
No, I ain't going that far. Dumb. I'm like, just like it's the cut. It's you know what it is. It's the
responsibility of the users of said dumb situation to never do a run and jump at a wooden slab.
Or how many times does the ball fucking fall all the way to the first floor?
Of course.
You know what I'm saying?
But if you think about it, if they would have put it on the other side, the ball would always hit the window. So they were like, yo, I'm not going to hear that from my building. So if it just goes down, whatever, it goes down, I'll go
Playing
down,
defense is probably tough. Backpedaling could get nasty. Rest in peace, Nutso. Because,
my man,
while continuity aside, continuity bullshit aside, it's fucking traumatic, yo. Like, yo, I'm up here, me and my best friend, we trying to make each other better. It's this is what we do probably on a regular. Like,
and I don't think anybody
we bet.
No one would want a challenge back and forth amongst friends to be the last time that you see your friend. Because you're not speaking nicely to your friend at that time. You're like, yo, bro, you ain't shit. Like, I'll kill you in this.
I think one of them call you, yo, nah, you a bitch or some shit like that. Or stop being a bitch.
Like, bro, if you and your boys were going at it, like playing one-on-one, or if you and your boys were slap boxing or something like that, like, you know what I mean? Like, God forbid, like, you know what I mean? One of them, like just dropped dead or had a heart attack and died or something. You'd be like, it would jar you for the foreseeable future.
For sure.
So I understand what Leon goes through.
It's tough.
But I think it was like, you know what I mean? Like, it was a movie. The funny thing is, the movie was about cycles, in my opinion. Because if you look at it, if it goes bad for Kyle, he becomes like, it's like Marlon Wayans is like his version.
He's a cautionary tale.
Marlon Wayans is his version of Nutso and or Flip.
Yeah.
He could be both, like in one. Like where it's like, yo, that's your friend that's either gonna die or they're gonna end up on hard times. And then you're gonna just be this dude with a job. And it's gonna be full circle and it's gonna show the cycle and it's gonna be like, Kyle's clearly gonna like eventually mature, end up with a job, be regular as hell, and then like be a little mad at the world because he didn't make it as far as he thought he was gonna make it. Okay. and be like, you know what I'm saying? And he would be.
Yeah, I never really looked at it like that.
He would be Shep in 20 to 30 years or whatever.
Word.
And then it'd be like, yo, how are you friends with this guy that's a bum on the street? But it's like, no, that's been my friend since I was a kid.
Right.
Because you can already see the separation between him and Boogaloo already. As, like, and they're only supposed to be portraying late teens. And one's already gone to juvie. And the other one was, like, progressing in school.
Yeah.
And they're just trying to hold on to this semblance of a friendship.
Yeah, Kyle's, for the most part, a pretty good kid. Yeah, overall, he's a pretty good kid.
Outside of being very arrogant because he's talented.
Yep. The disrespect to the moms later on was
teenage angst.
Wild,
but yeah,
yo, yeah. You know, but, like, watching this movie again, we'll get to that, but I was just like, he's talking crazy to his mom. But,
watch your mouth.
Yeah. So, yeah, we got the very traumatic opening. We agree on that. But yeah, straight into, you rolling credits, yo. But like, Pain is a fire song. Like, I'm not big on Pac's catalog.
Same here.
You know what I'm saying? It's just not my bag.
Pain's a good song.
You know what I'm saying? But Pain is definitely up there for my Pac. Listenability.
Of course, Brother Welch is looking at us like we're crazy.
I know, bro. I think there's at least one moment where I'm just like, he's looking over at me like, bro, did you just say that, yo?
Yo, but Pac did give us a Hennessy and Enemies on Pain, so there was a signature Pac rhyme.
Enemies.
Like, if I don't hear Hennessy and Enemies, I don't think Pac did it.
Dying with my 4-5 or some shit. Yeah, there's a lot of those bars.
But that's cool.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, yo, but also shout out to the soundtrack, Death Row. This was like their second or third #1 album, which was crazy. I'm pretty sure I didn't look up the numbers, but I'm sure it sold well.
That was very ironic because it was a very East Coast film.
Yeah. When I did research, that popped up everywhere. Yeah, bro. But looking at the track list, I mean, yo, you still had SWV, one of my favorite remixes. Anything. You didn't hear any of the Wu-Tang members. They probably didn't clear it.
Right.
But you hear that in the ring off in the club. Yo, very dope track list, yo. It had let me pull it up real quick. It had a couple other singles on there, bro. That were it was Anything, Pain, and they had Regulate on there. Yeah. I was surprised by that. I'm like, okay, that's what's up, yo. But yeah, not very it's Death Row. I'll Be Sure's on there. I think they got a Big Daddy Kane record. That might be I think that's the I'm Still in Love with You record. I think Big Daddy Kane. He might have like co-wrote it or something like that. But yo, one of the soundtracks I remember, like especially at that time, where it was just like every movie.
There's a lot of soundtracks at that time,
bro.
That like the '90s era films came with such great soundtracks.
Yeah,
that like I think we'd be remiss to not do an episode dedicated to those in general.
Yeah, I would like that. Because I got Waiting to Exhale in there. Yeah. But anyway,
Waiting to Exhale is way up there.
It's crazy.
For sure.
But yeah, so yeah, very dope soundtrack. It gets right into it, yo. Next thing I had was because it opens up at the high school game, whatever week it is in their schedule. But start seeing him arrogant, like off the rip, yo. You just see him horrible basketball moves. Like his bag is limited, yo.
Very arrogant. I mean, like, yo, I'm talking about like, yo, use your teammates, bro.
Yeah.
Like the bravado is like so heavy in his gameplay. Mm-hmm. It's like, yo, you know what? Like I understand why your teammates dislike you.
Yeah. Yeah. Yo, not like, yo, it's one thing. Yo, you could be the most talented player on the team, but I think like you said, using your teammates, yo, like it makes you a better player and it's not, I don't even want to say sharing the rock, but even if it's from a selfish standpoint, yo, sharing the rock is gonna get you a lot farther, yo.
I mean,
even if dude misses the shot, bro.
Yo, like
you gave
like just don't be greedy.
Don't be greedy. Yeah.
Like it's a little too greedy.
Too much between the legs.
Over dribbling.
Oh my god.
He was going crazy, but I mean, like,
where's
like
the shot clock?
Like my lady's not here, nor is the bro. Like our we have teammates on this thing here that would be well more within their right to break down the basketball gameplay.
Yeah. his boot watching is the Georgetown scout, yo. You know what I'm saying? So you don't even gotta do all that, bro.
Gotta get all crazy.
Gotta get all crazy. Like, yo, you had the white boy talking shit to you at the end, yo, because you got took. Like, you know what I'm saying? Nasty movie. I wrote that down. I said, bro, how many times you gonna do that movie, yo? You gonna do it 4 times in a row. Eventually they're gonna pick up. Like, it was too much between the legs, and he was doing the pivot. Bro, you don't see the double team coming? Like,
I mean, he does. He didn't care. That's the
crazy.
problem.
That's a major problem. You don't care. You know what I'm saying?
Gotta pass out the double team.
Yeah, Pac. It was a little wild to me that Pac was chewing on the cigar with the wrapper on it.
Yeah, Pac.
I never noticed that before.
Pac went kind of crazy.
Yeah, like, bro, put it in your pocket or roll a fucking L, bro.
But Pac was also like, I mean, Pac's character was very layered. I think, the acting job of Pac's character was crazy though.
Yeah, he smoked it.
Because I believe, like, when he was doing everything that it took for him to be the little brother, you could see it.
Yeah,
like you could see how much he wanted the approval of his older brother.
Yeah,
like you could see it in everything he did. Like when he talked about his mom,
all those moments.
Yeah, like
to me, that's when the movie starts to go.
Chasing. I mean, not necessarily chasing after him, but like going after him and like going to the like when he popped up where he was and he was like waiting, like he knew what time he was gonna be there. Like that was important to me.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like just seeing all the little things that he did in the acting. But like, it was so many people that was seeking acceptance. Like Dwayne Martin's character, Kyle, he was seeking acceptance. Mm-hmm. Even though he acted like he didn't like the security guard, he liked him.
Yeah.
Because he wanted his acceptance. Mm-hmm. Like, when he told him like, yo, flick your wrists or do this or whatever the case may be. He didn't necessarily do those things properly. Mm-hmm. And then when he actually got an opportunity to like make the shot, he made it properly. He like looked and he was already gone.
Yeah, like tight. Yo, man's went 1 for 5. Yo, hits the last one like he doing something, but yeah, looks over. Nah, my man's bumped out. Yo, you out here showing out. You're not ready. You're not ready for the knowledge, yo.
But there was a lot of issues like that where people were just seeking acceptance. Mm-hmm. I mean, look at how he acted towards Marlon when Marlon got out.
Yeah. It's my man's. He was just up north. You know what I'm saying?
What he got left up north.
Yo, that's
chef.
Wildin'. But yeah, all that getting acceptance from the local hustler. Like, oh, yo, Birdie want to see you
Birdie
at the club.
Here.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yo, he want me to bring you by the spot. Yo, and like that whole scene, very cliche. Yeah. Hustler, lavish life. Yo, you could have this too, bro. Get on my team.
Okay, and or like a recruiter. Mm-hmm. A college scenario, like or a pro scenario or agents or whatever. Mm-hmm. Like I mean, he was just like I just don't understand why niggas cared that much about that tournament.
Yeah,
like I get that you might have had like a side bet going.
It's like maybe it's the side bet thing, but then also like I mean we saw something like this in White Men Can't Jump. Yo, they had like their little local.
That's why I said I know they was getting some. Like it was more.
And they went crazy though because like bro, they were. Yeah,
he shot that. He wanted to shoot that nigga after losing.
I mean, that's like, fast forward.
Like that's a little out of
you just wanted to
like,
shoot that nigga. Yeah,
like you've been wanting to shoot that.
Yeah.
Like in another life, Motar's character probably thought, yo, maybe he was nice, but Birdie
we didn't see him touch a basketball the whole movie. You know what I'm saying?
But he was too busy being a soldier.
I'm a motherfucking soldier. Yeah, yo. Avon's early. You know what I'm saying? Avon earning his chips, yo.
I just feel like in another life, maybe he was good at ball. But,
Avon was Golden Gloves, yo.
You know
what I'm saying? Like, listen.
Multiverse in the character.
That's a fact, yo. That's a fact. But yeah. The whole lavish life approach, yo. Like that was a cool little scene.
I mean, but that's just like he got.
I like
game,
the red
vibes.
I mean?
People got to see the girl. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, in the club. Yeah. That was super cool. That was good camera work.
Death Row Club, yo. Yeah, definitely. Shug.
That
got Shug all over it.
That was a weird club though.
What you mean?
Because remember that's a continuity error. He had the bar. He had a table. He had a VIP table at the bottom. Remember? Mm-hmm. And then he met Kyle.
Oh, and then
they go into upstairs. The VIP upstairs. Yeah. And he says, "Yo, bring champagne to my table." And he had a table up there. I was like, so all your crew just like magically.
Maybe he's. Oh no, you're right. You're right. Yo, this movie might be just rife with continuity, bro.
I mean, but they clearly didn't hire a continuity person.
Nah, not
I mean, there's a part where
low
like
budget.
there's a part where number 50 passes the ball to himself.
Notorious, bro. That is one of the wildest moments in a '90s flick,
that's
bro.
Some nigga shit.
Yeah,
Like yo,
like
I know. The crazy thing is like, there's mad times where Kyle actually ball hogs.
it's like he
But
did
this
like
nigga
that was like a full court pass motion,
to
right?
himself.
Yeah, that's insane. Yeah,
Like that's bad editing.
Mhm.
Like
terrible.
Not
enough.
They don't
Not
care.
enough.
They tripled their money.
They did. Shout out to them, yo. Let's see.
Yo,
we got
first I know I'm mad out of order, but this nigga Marlon Wayans was wild. Pause.
Yeah.
Like, why was he telling him his meat was big? Pause. I don't even want to say it.
I mean, too
Like,
late. You already went there.
Like, but he was just like, yo, bro, like, do you have any manners?
He just came from up north.
I don't care.
He's pissing around dudes all day.
So
He's probably seen
then
more than a man's lifetime of. You know what I mean?
So not worth talking about. Let's not chat about my meat. If you've seen your share, leave me alone. Like, let me piss in peace. Like, leave me in the friend zone, bro. Like, you're wild.
Yeah, and he even said it. He's like, I mean, yo,
And he kept looking
talking
at
about
him.
his mom.
And then he said, your mom has a fatty.
Yeah.
Like, yo, bro, listen, there are clear lines that you are crossing. Like, you're crossing a lot of lines. You're crossing all types of lines.
I don't know how many years of just growing up in school with his peers, yo. Like, he's probably the same. Whenever he got locked up, he's probably the same. Let's say he got locked up at 14 or some shit. He's probably the same 14-year-old mentality,
Sick.
yo. You know what I'm saying? It sucks. Institutionalized, brother, yo. It's fucked up out here, man. Yeah. That's a whole nother pod, yo. We're not ready for that science, yo.
I'm not.
Yeah.
If we're going to be talking about more niggas, just talk about
Yeah.
Like, those niggas is crazy.
We start to pivot, from the game. You just see, like, again, you see how arrogant he is, yo. But also, I hinted at just him, you just see that he's a pretty good fucking kid, yo. Like, all things considered, he kind of cares about his studies. He obviously cares about his game, even though when he's on the court, that's him kind of, I don't want to say venting, but that's him letting.
I mean, it's his therapy,
That's his therapy,
for sure.
catharsis, a little bit, yo.
And I mean, you could see, like, now, this is where, I'm sorry. We got to give his mom a little bad parenting credit. I get it. Mama's got to have a life
Latch
too.
kid key type shit.
Mama's got to have a life.
I got to work another double.
But he wanted to go to the movies with his mom. She's like, I got to work.
Yeah.
Then all of a sudden,
but she got time for Leon.
You out here with Leon.
Shep.
Dinner in a movie.
Yeah.
He's singing Shaft to you.
Yo.
Going crazy. Like,
yo,
come on. Like, bro, like you just dubbed your son the day before.
The moment,
like you wasn't like, yo, I'll take you tomorrow.
The moment where he gets up from the table, mad close to her. I'm mad tall, ball player shit. Yo, shout out to KD. I ball too.
Nah, KD was wilding in the club.
Yeah.
I don't know why KD was in the club doing a triple threat to whatever music.
Yo.
He needs to get a life.
Pump faking,
like
doing a shooting
I get
motion.
it. Like, bro, if anybody
brush your hair,
brush your hair is important, especially in the club.
Like,
but yo, if anybody in the world that's not actively on the court right now knows basketball, you've got to be one of the top 5 breathing humans that's not actively playing at this moment that can shoot. You don't have to prove it in the club. Yeah, like you're not practicing.
Easy sniper for a reason.
Let's get back focused because this
we still on brand, but you know, but
right.
but yeah, moms and Leon, yo.
I got to give the mom a bad award. For that. And
she was moving kind of fast.
Leon needs to stop disrespecting people's personal space. I get it, bro. You're tall. Ladies like it.
Yeah.
Like he definitely just stood
tall,
like
dark.
He's don't call him handsome.
But that's how they see him, respectfully.
I'm just saying, like, he stood up, like you said, like he stood up so close that a lady had to look up physically to him. Like he knew what he was doing.
Yeah.
Like he never really respected someone's space so they could just look forward and see that he was
with
up.
the cologne, yo. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Just gotta
do your thing, King.
Walk by real quick. What's he got on? Yeah. It's a move, yo. I respect the move. It's a little out of pocket though. Because I think you knew that was you don't know the kid respectfully, but like you knew that's his mom, even though y'all first exchange was kind of whatever, you know what I'm saying? They both was moving a
They liked each other.
Yeah.
And there's nothing wrong
And,
with
and that's
each
cool
other.
too. But it's just
She could have seen him next week.
Yeah.
I owe my son a night out.
But
mama's got to have a life too.
Roped her in with the mama got to have a life too.
You're not a baby boy,
yo. Because there was a little bit of that, yo. When they was arguing, there was a little bit of that, yo, where he's like, yo, I want to be around my moms, but he's talking about, yo, I'm gonna raise up on them, all this other shit, yo, stay away from her, real Jody-esque.
Yeah, little Oedipus vibes. Yeah. It was a little crazy. I ain't gonna front. Like he was doing a little too much at one point. I understand the safety and being like a young man and wanting to make sure that like who your mom's giving attention to isn't a bad person, but that also shows how naive he was because he instantly took the word of Birdie.
Yeah.
Like, Birdie said, like, yo, my brother ain't shit. So he was like, yo.
And up until this point, he was still 50-50 on all the Birdie interactions and shit, yo. You know what I'm saying? He was definitely like, yeah, this dude is whatever. But again, he's a good kid. So his conscience is still, and his mom and his upbringing is still kind of like reminding him, like, nah, this is really not the way. Because, yo, multiple times he brought up, yo, I'm not really supposed to be talking to like recruiters or boosters, anything
Acceptance
like that.
was
agents.
big for him. I mean, the acceptance of Leon, the acceptance from his mom. Like, he even wanted his mom to say, like, yo, like, you're doing well. He wanted her to be at his games.
Yeah, he was upset when she didn't pull up.
He was mad she missed the game.
But she did pull up, but she just missed it. Yeah.
He was like, when she said, you're not in the NBA yet, he was like, but you said yet. Like, you know what I mean? Like, he hung on to those little things, which I think was just more product of your environment stuff. Like, more people than not think they're going to do something, and they don't do it. So while he had these big dreams that was, like, bigger than the place, he just didn't know if it was really going to be realized.
I definitely appreciated their dynamic and just the two scenes that I was telling you, like where they're arguing, and you know one of them she slaps him. Like I thought that was probably because Dwayne is probably the least, or like on the scale. I don't want to be like the worst actor probably in the whole movie because I mean everybody else that we named, bro, Leon, Marlon Wayans, Wood Harris, even the couple times that Bernie Mac is on screen, Tupac obviously. Right. Bro, they stealed every scene, yo. But yeah, the mother son dynamic, yo, was one of my favorite things in the movie. And I thought was probably one of the more believable parts of the movie. It was real good because yo, when they had their good moments, the good moments were fucking good. Yeah. But then like the moments where there's some tension, it really showed, yo, and it was cool, yo. It was good. I really enjoyed that. So yeah, out of pocket, little love situation, but cool. Mama gotta have a life. I literally have that written down. Mama gotta have a life too, which is funny. Again, we shouted out Bernie Mac. Thought that was a pretty underrated scene when when they ball up and then they're trying to like poke fun at him and shit. Yeah, and just the moment between him and Shep, I thought was real dope, yo. And there's another thing, like, where it's like life, like you said, the cycles. I didn't look at it like that, but thinking about it now, like, that moment right there explained your point perfectly.
It reminds me of, like, I hate to say it, but even, like, on Snowfall, Franklin Saint, like, how they had it end.
Yeah, how
like,
he ends up.
Like, sometimes you see these guys that are, like, panhandling or, quote-unquote, winos on the street or whatever, and you just, like, and, like, you'll think they're talking crazy. And they may literally have gone through something that you would have never imagined. And, like, they was really that nigga.
It'd be the facts.
Like,
or they be some of the smartest people you probably ever come across.
Exactly.
Yep.
Like, some dude that got screwed out of a bad business deal and just said the hell with everything.
Yeah.
Like, because he was supposed to be a millionaire. So, you know what I mean? And Cash just be out here and be upset. But you wouldn't really understand those people if you don't put them in the context and, like, pair them next to like, very small words, but when he walks away, he says, yo, we were champions. After they said they can't erase who we were. He said, yo, we're the champions. Yeah. And it's like, yo, trust me, I talk about Al Bundy just like anybody else. I'm like, yo, stop talking about Polk High, stop talking about them touchdowns, move on, live your life, my G.
Peaked in high school ass.
But I understand, like, when people don't, like, necessarily revere you for your accomplishments, how it could be like stifling to some people, and some people do get lost in that bitterness or whatever.
Word. Yeah, I have it as an underrated scene. Might be one of my favorite scenes. We definitely mentioned all the Pac and Leon scenes. Those are great. You can probably put those all in like one little playlist basically.
100%.
Yo, real good acting, and Pac. Yo, and this is a dedication to Pac like type episode, but like, yo, imagine a world where he doesn't have his life taken, yo, and like, what I'm
big
saying?
acting career for me.
What?
Yeah.
What? Yo, we talk about like I think he could have been up there like Denzel-esque like level with like the range, because I always mess up the movie's name, but the movie that got released after this, after he passed, was one of the.
That's not Gridlock. Is it?
It might be. Okay. It's either Gridlocked or the one where he was on drugs. Unless that's Gridlocked. I could be blending, or I could be fucking this all up. But
could be. I don't know.
Pac's super talented. But like those two movies though, he showed his range, because he wasn't just playing like kid from the street type shit, yo. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean the movie was good, but it lacked depth.
A lot of these movies at this time suffer from that, yo.
Like I was just like, okay, like we got like 3 scenes at the diner.
Mm-hmm. The
like
big,
you see,
the
like
last
you see your mom with the dude at
20
the diner.
minutes damn near is the ball game.
Yeah, like you know what I mean, like a couple of pickup games.
The only 2 high school games you see is against the same team.
No, there was 3.
Right? It's 3?
Yep. But they did have 2 against that team.
Oh, against that one team, yeah.
And then shout out to the dude that was the other security guard. You remember him?
What is he in, yo?
I'm gonna tell you.
Because he's a familiar face.
Was Ray in South Central, and that is a bad haircut. When you want to talk bad haircuts,
yeah.
OG Bobby Johnson's son had a bad
I wasn't
haircut.
feeling Dwayne Martin's middle part, yo. Bro, there's so many other ways, so many other lines that you could tell your barber, like, yo, you had to get it right there.
The middle part was fire in the early 90s, though.
You was telling me that, and I don't know,
man,
bro.
It's an age
I know it's
thing.
an age thing, bro.
Young,
like,
man.
yo, it's tough, man.
Yo, the middle part was crazy.
It's nasty.
That was like the OG Hooper / Dope Boy joint. Like that definitely came with like a gold.
That was
like
did Larry Johnson have the middle
part? See our gentleman on the side that a little older.
Did Larry Johnson have the middle part?
100%.
Yeah, he did, yo. Yeah, and I was a Charlotte fan growing up. I
yo,
might have to take it back a little bit, but
that's why I said like, yo, Kyle Watson
said Penny had it.
His problem was that's why, and I'll say what I said to you in text.
Mm-hmm.
That's why single moms don't let kids get trendy haircuts. Because you don't know how long it's going to be before you get it. That's why your mom takes you in the barbershop.
Skin tight fade.
Skin tight, even, so that all those weeks in between, you can't tell that you tried to do something on day one. Because he just had the grown-in version of the fly haircut at the time.
Word.
But it was supposed to show that he was broke. Because he had a single mom. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? But that was the haircut back then. Like, trust me, you probably had a beeper and a gold rope if you had the middle part. You was killing out here. I'd bring it back if I didn't have braids. Actually, I have the middle part. It's just braid.
But again, it makes listen, yo, you get the middle part in 2024, yo.
You just gotta have enough money. Anything can be made popular. They got niggas out here with their nails full of colors.
Yeah, Drake had niggas doing the heart. Drake had niggas cutting hearts in their fucking heads, yo.
And it was a thing.
Yeah.
Niggas definitely had hearts right here.
Yo, I had written down, yo, shout out to Pac's clothing, yo.
Pac has some fly clothing.
Killing the color palettes,
a lot
bro.
of workwear, a lot of like, stuff. He had timeless.
They call it, what do they call it now? Gorp or some bullshit.
He had timeless clothing pieces like flannels, workwear.
Yeah, the camos.
Like very baggy. You know what I mean? Like
fatigues.
I think I might have seen some 40 belows in there.
Either or Doc Martens.
Because when he had the camo on, he had like, I think those were some brown leather Timbs. But then like, because from that shot when they're about to kill Flip.
Yep.
And I'm pretty sure that Wood Harris had on some Vasquez's, some black, some brown.
Yeah,
they went crazy. It was definitely time sensitive.
Real sneakerhead shit.
Yeah, trust me.
That's real. But yo, his like. The fucking costumes just overall were appropriate, yo. Like Dwayne Martin has some solid shit.
Outside the fact that Tom Shepard really gave niggas buckets and corduroys, which is insane.
Nasty.
That
Just
shit
threw on,
never happened.
yo, fresh off the job.
Like, yo, you're not getting out the cab when you was thinking about leaving town and being like, you know what?
Let me drop 30.
Let me drop 30
in a half, right? Was it a half or a quarter, yo?
It was sick. Like,
nasty, yo.
Not cool.
He's really him, yo. Yo, basketball movie Hall of Fame member?
That movie?
No, him. Like, is he like in all the just basketball movies?
Talent?
Like, yeah. He came in and got buckets, yo. Yo, if I was betting on a game,
he's
like
definitely
if I'm
got the
Pac,
most.
I'm sick, yo. I just lost 100 bands on this or
He's
whatever.
got the most points
up.
I've ever seen somebody score in cornrows. And in corduroys.
In corduroys?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
But I don't know about.
Gotta ask Pops, how was they giving it up in the 70s, yo?
I don't know about the Hall of Fame.
Nah?
There's a lot of niggas that
Hall of Fame baller, I think, right? Yeah, I think I think he deserves a vote. Cause yo, as we do more of these, yo, we gonna have to do some polls, yo, on social media because I want to do that nasty haircut awards, yo. Cause
Quincy McCall,
okay,
Monica McCall, they were both ballers.
Okay,
college and the pros. So both of them respectfully and loving basketball have to get a nod.
Yeah, whatever.
I
just can't wait to shit on that movie. Yo.
We're gonna shit on that movie, but I'm just saying, like, if you talk about the Basketball Hall of Fame for actors, you got to go through that. Like, first up, Jesus Shuttlesworth, hands down. You know what I'm saying? Sorry, honorable mention, just because the real person is from 413. Sip Rogers. Do you know who Sip Rogers is? Sip Rogers was actually in high school with Jesus Shuttlesworth on He Got Game. That's Travis Best.
Oh, okay. All right, word. So you gotta go.
Give him a vote for that.
Like I know who Travis Best is. I don't know.
We gotta go for the birthplace.
Yeah, word.
Trying to think who else, like Cornbread, Earl Man the Goat. Like there's a lot. Trust me,
it's a lot.
Yeah, it's gonna get ugly for Shep. He might have to come out the corduroys and really check up. Like
ball up,
like
little guy.
We're not giving him credit for balling without a ball. He killed a nigga. Like, he's kind of crazy.
Yo, he didn't kill him. Yo,
he killed his friend.
That's crazy, yo. Don't put that on him, yo.
He did it.
Yo, it's Men's Mental Health Month, too. That's
haunted
crazy,
him for the rest
yo.
of his life. What do you want
Men's
me to do?
Mental Health Month, and you going,
I'm bringing up bullshit.
A little bit, yo. You're blaming him for his...
It's in his dreams every day.
He blames himself, though.
That's his fault. Keep running.
Somewhere in here, there's a conversation about, like, acceptance and moving on and all this shit.
He didn't accept his brother. His brother, he ran from his brother.
Sells
and then
crack.
He had to. He left him. They was laughing at him because he had the funny color money.
Yo, it's crazy. We just did Crooklyn, yo.
Exactly.
Being embarrassed paying with food
Niggas always getting broke shamed. He was just trying to eat. He had to sell drugs.
Yeah, now mom's got the marble floors.
See?
T-bone steak, cheese.
Thomas Shepard is the villain. If he doesn't leave,
that's
Pac
fucked
doesn't
up.
Pac doesn't start selling drugs.
Is this to get back
then
for me saying Nina Long is the villain and fucking...
No, I'm just telling the facts. If he doesn't leave, maybe he continues to motivate his brother. Maybe his brother becomes a better person. His brother's a very motivational guy. He can rally the troops, but he had to turn to a life of selling drugs because his brother left. If his brother isn't the driving force, maybe Motar doesn't have to be behind him, and he could have had a basketball career. Then maybe he wouldn't have shot him in the end. He kind of deserved that bullet.
That's foul. That's foul.
Hey.
Making Chef I did not expect this on this episode today.
You want me to make his mom the villain?
Nah, I wasn't even good because I usually ask like who's the villain in the movie, but I mean we have one that is pretty clear. But yo, you just took it to a whole nother place saying Shep's the villain, and now I want to rewatch this movie with like, yo, my man said Chef's the villain, so I'm gonna put that lens on, and then come back with a 3-paragraph like, you know what, bro?
You right.
You know what I'm saying? That's fucked up, yo. Because I like Shep in this movie. Leon's a little, you know what I'm saying?
What's wrong with liking a villain?
Nothing.
Exactly.
I tend to like the villain.
Two things could be true.
Yeah. But I never looked at it like that. That's crazy.
Time to look.
Shout out to you, yo. I like that, yo. You 2 for 2 today.
We out here.
Respect, yo.
Where's the KD?
Let's see. We already covered Smooth as Shep. Shep is Smooth. Pause. I had Shep is Smooth with it in the notes. You know what I'm saying? Pause that. We already talked about.
He definitely should have got the wagers before he got Kyle Watson's mom.
Shout out to
for GP. She was pretty fair skinned lady.
Wait, who you talking about? Who's
Shep? He should have bagged her.
The waitress.
She offered to cook for him.
I mean,
he was single. He should have slid.
Honestly, bro, she was coming on a little strong. She's coming on a little strong.
I mean,
it's one thing to like, because we kind of talked
like.
about it in between episodes, but I was just like, I respect, I'll cook for you type of approach. Like that's gonna get me probably 9 times out of 10. But then she was just going a little extra. She could have just been like, she could have just said like, I would like to cook for you sometime.
She said he was handsome.
Write the number down. Yeah, listen, she did all the moves, bro. She made all the right moves except for like you lingering too much.
She was also his waitress. Right then.
Just drop the number, slide that, be like, if you want me to cook,
waitress.
Like my greens is crazy, slide the number.
He was worried. He should have been worried about the yams. All right, I'm done.
That's crazy. That's crazy, but it was some yammage.
Yeah.
It was definitely some yammage. I ain't mad at it. But, you know what I'm saying?
That might be.
But he don't, he clearly don't got no. Yeah.
Might stop it.
Yeah, honestly, the yams, he could have got to him.
He had it. It was right there.
But he had the juice. He had the juice. But listen.
No pun with Pac.
That's his brother. That's crazy. But I don't know, man. We got a little crazy. Do you have just favorite moment? Saying because it all like to me it's a lot of the between.
You know what my favorite moment is? It's very ironic. Mm-hmm. Pee Wee Kirkland, living by the rules and telling him,
I can't talk to you, young man.
I can't talk to you because the rules state that.
Word.
Meanwhile, this is
we need to shout out Pee Wee Kirkland.
Notoriously the legend in 2 games. Mm-hmm. So I thought that was very ironic and funny. That's probably my favorite moment of the movie.
Word. That's dope. I give it up to just between Pac and Leon.
Those are great.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Great scenes.
Like if this movie was made later, because I found out that this was Wood Harris's first movie. Like
didn't know that.
First movie. Wow. First acting gig, just out the gate. Yeah. Shout out, because he did have a couple good moments. Good couple speaking parts, because he's only in the movie for not even 5 minutes. For sure. You know what I'm saying? But he smoked it. But I give it up to Leon and Pac, the 2 or 3 scenes where they're going back and forth, Definitely, it in a movie that you said lack depth. Those are the deeper moments. I feel. Sure. Yeah, like him and his mom, obviously, but it's really not much because it's a very vanilla surface level. You don't get no moments of him in class. It's all basketball practice, basketball game. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Running drills, and then the climax at the end.
Yeah, the most he referenced was going home.
Yeah.
But all in all, good movie, worth the movie. Watch.
Yeah, for sure. It's definitely fun, I love doing this because it's like we doing movies that like I've seen or haven't seen in quite some time, so I just go down memory lane, But definitely remember that soundtrack being at the crib, being at the family's crib. My mom, I think I might still have that from some of my mom's belongings, bro.
So what I would say is, anyone in the comments, tell us your favorite song on the Above the Rim soundtrack.
Yeah. I think it's goated.
For sure.
Just as much as the movie. So.
But until then, we are good, and we'll see y'all next week.
Peace.
What you see is what you get. It's what you get. Then what you see is what you get.